This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Offense working from the pistol. The give on the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. These two teams both coming on a run, playing their best football of the season and hoping to continue on and get into the top 25.
Yeah, it's nice, man, when you get that roll going. You start to create some momentum, create some belief. You know, listen, you're not ranked, but you're earning that respect throughout the season. Palmer, I think now at this point, they're probably going to climb into the rankings, and who knows what they can do.
I agree that both of these teams came in here with a lot of confidence, and they knew that they were going to have to play right down to the wire to pull out this W. And now, for them to win this game in this kind of environment, open up some eyes around the country, it's huge to continue to build that confidence.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Well, it just seems as if that ISO play just never really had a chance to develop.
Yeah, but if I'm that running back, good Lord, I'm looking for something. There wasn't any space on the inside, so he tried to bounce it outside and try to make a hole, but sometimes you just run that thing downhill, lower your shoulder, try to get a yard or two, and you bounce outside, you get a loss and put your offense in a worse situation.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Snags it, and he's open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Owls are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
I'd have a chance. Got enough space. Touchdown, Owls. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll operate out of split backs. The run inside. It's Scott. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
It falls incomplete, and man, was that close to a complete disaster. Might want to file that one away for a while. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Scott. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
It's complete on the right side. He's running free down the middle. Tag. Into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Creates a little room. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Running inside, it's Tillman. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Under fire. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Hey, defense just got given a gift. They'll take that all day. You want to keep backpedaling and backpedaling as a QB? We'll keep pursuing you, and we'll sack you, and we'll force you almost out of field goal range.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Ready to kick it off and get this game started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Hudson. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Hey, Sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
Running to Green. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The run to the left. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. After the run, now to throw. Snagged out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. The run inside. It's Tillman, and they get him down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Hudson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
It's so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll pitch it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking for a man. It's Hudson. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse...
Into the secondary on the right. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Maybe a crease. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Makes the catch, and he's free. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. That's going to be a safety. Why in the world would you retreat to your end zone? Just a mind-numbing mistake. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gonna run it. It's Tillman. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Scott. Pocket breaking down. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Defense in press coverage. It's complete to the left. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Off play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finds a little space. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So now they come to the line on 2nd and 7 after the delay of game penalty. On the move. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Got a little space. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, It's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 8 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Breaks into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes a catch. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, this defense has just been all over these receivers all game long. They've made it so hard on this passing attack to find easy completions. There's a deep shot down the field. 2 guys go up for it, and the defense wins again. That's why they're winning this game late.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier.
Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Going to the run, it's Scott. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you thought maybe in this 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hudson. Makes the catch, it's Hoffman. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so...
This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. About to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They think there's room to run to the right here. Nice move to keep running. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Hudson. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Gets the back moving. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Tillman. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown Owls. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
NC State will pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks,
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. NC State on the move, set up with another first down.